It looks like a motorcycle, but then there's a car. Oh yeah, it's just a road sign. 42 clicks to condo. Just feels like I'm being blown everywhere by the wind. I'm sure it's not that windy. So we're sitting on 100 now. Roads as rough as guts. That's the thing, you have to sort of find your bit of road, don't you, on this thing? Too carried away with myself. There's a bloke, Peter, who's got a Harley, some sort of twin cam soft tail thing. Lives at Condo, and I don't know. Oh, I met him. I first met him when he'd broken down, so I stopped to give him a hand. I don't know, he calls in every now and again. He called in one day. It was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon on his Harley. He actually hit a skippy just here, up on the bridge up here, and didn't come off. Well, lucky bugger. Ooh. A lot of that is the wind moving this thing around. Interesting. I have to change that front wheel. It's that fat bob wheel. Yeah, somewhere around here he hit that skippy. Put the brakes on, son. Nice to have a sort of lazy day. I did some washing this morning. I did also change my bed clothes and did some vacuuming stuff, but not working on the house or anything, you know, just sort of having a lazy afternoon, going for a wander around on the bike. It's always good therapy. Oh, this is Ootha, the little village of Ootha, complete with a tractor. Home to Ootha Motors. We'll stop at and take a photo of Tilly in the shade there. Nice sniggity pup. You stop there for a minute, eh? With the motors, there are cracks beginning to appear, as it were. Yes. You stop there and wait. You've been out already at Trundle. You had 3 good big drinks, didn't you? And we're going home in a sec anyway. Ootha is an unusual word, like in Australia. Certainly an unusual word in English. Licensed second-hand motor dealer. Got a beautiful display there. Well, it must have been a decent business. There's at least 2 bays. Probably another workshop there, or maybe that's the office. Don't know. Interesting porthole type window there. It's interesting also how these buildings all just start to fall apart after a while. The ones that Yarrabandy do the same. The old shop there. You know what? If there's a dummy for dogs, I'm going to get one. You can't hear yourself think. You can't hear yourself think half the time. You've got to get up to, at least 50, 60 kilometres an hour just to get a bit of peace. Don't you? Hey? Don't you? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Wonder what time it really is. It's not 6:50. 6:50. I can remember when I don't know whether I had my learners or I was going to get my learners, something like that. I was in my mid-teens, and I was talking to my brother about bikes and about Triumphs, because I always wanted a Triumph. I already had a Triumph at that stage. I had my little 250 Blazer SS, you know, the rebadged C15 BSA unit single, essentially, the trail bike version, and apparently there was a church and school and stuff at Yarrabandi too. I forgot now. Completely forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, look about. But I wanted a, you know, a Triumph Bonneville sort of thing, you know. And this is 1976 or probably 77, 1977, and it's the dump, is it? That dump's about 10 kilometres closer to my place, but I've got to go to the one at Bogengate. I think this is probably literally, I don't know, maybe it's not Lachlan. Maybe it's not Lachlan Drive, maybe it's still parts. I don't know, might be Forbes. Anyway, he was saying, and this conversation in the lounge room at Killarney Vale, he must have been home from the army on leave. He was at Randwick at that stage, and he's saying like a good 650 Bonneville you should be able to get for 650 bucks, and a good 500, you know, Daytona, about 500 bucks. It's hilarious. It was nothing like that. The first big bike I had was that 58 Thunderbird that Tim had found for me, actually, in a shed somewhere out here, you know, like, and it cost $280. We're actually being followed by a motorcycle. And back in the 70s, you know, you could buy a 650 Cossack or Dnieper or Ural or whatever we're calling them. You could buy a 650 with a sidecar for 650 bucks, brand new. Can't see the speedo at all. say. This speed you can feel a bit of a tingle through the pegs, slightly through the bars, but it's nothing annoying. The smell of that dead feral pig as you come past, not exactly appetizing. Anyway, we're calling it a win. Not a great big win, not the grand final, but a win. Can probably end up living with it.